3 times and 3 days to get the snake out. Which one do we act upon?
As I said, 3 days is a better caution. Because if you 3 times and we have something in narration which is more, we'll take the more. Always. So 3 days. So I'm not saying here 3 days, you say get out and you're going to stay in the house. I'm sure you're not going to stay in the house. Or maybe you know that which room it is. You could live in another room, but not in that room. I would not be sleeping in a house where there's a snake there. No, I'm not going to leave my children as well around when there's a snake there. That's not right. Okay? Now, Fadl. Hang on the topic, please. Buildings, snakes, rats.
It's actually curiosity about you said you don't believe about the shaitan and how comes the use of snake to enter this paradise. That's the curiosity because of shaitan is forbidden to exile from paradise. That's why how could he intend to talk with Adam? How does it go
Shaitan was not shaitan before he was expelled from paradise. Okay? Shaitan was a righteous man. Iblis. He was a righteous person. And that's why Allah commands him to prostrate along the angels. He was trying to imitate the angels, to be as nice. So he was not a shaitan until he had defied the command of Allah. When he said to the command of Allah, no, I'm not going to prostrate, he became the cursed. Do you understand that? So before, he was just what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when he commanded to prostrate, فَسَجَدُوا إِلَّا إِبْلِيسِ. They prostrated except for Iblis. They said, how can be Iblis from the angel? He's not from the angels. Another ayah, كَانَ مِنَ الْجِنِّ فَفَسَقَ عَنْ أَمْرِ رَبِّهِ. He was from the jinn. But the Iblis from the jinn has kafir and have what? Muslim. And thank you for reminding me as well, in the hadith that we have spoken about, where Umar Khattabi said, مَا سَالَمْنَهُنْ. We did not have peace with them. And at the same time he said, مُسْلِمُوهَا لَنْ يَبْدُ لَكُمْ. The Muslims one, they're not going to be coming to you. Isn't it? He said, the Muslim ones are not going to appear to you. Right? And another narration he says, not Muslimuha, the Muslim ones, the ones who are harmless. They're not going to show themselves as well. So 2 interpretation. So add that to your translation. When he says what? The Muslim ones will not appear to you. Yes? Add as well, not the Muslim ones as well, the ones which are harmless. Salama. It's not, they're not going to appear to you. It's only the harmful. So from the jinn, they're everything. There's Muslims and kuffar. So at the beginning he was the good jinn. But فَفَسَقَ عَنْ أَمْرِ رَبِّهِ. He disobeyed Allah's command. And that's why he's expelled from paradise. He expelled from paradise. And he made an oath to Allah Azza wa Jal. He doesn't want to repent. He said, just give me a respite. So he's alive.
So my question is this, how could he reach up to Adam to tell him?
No, he was in Jannah with him.
Okay.
All of them. When there was at that time, there was only the Jannah. Not to reach him. He was in Jannah.
He was an excel on that.
Yes, he was in Jannah. And that is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, اهبطوا منها جميعا. Descend from it all together. Adam and Hawa and all of them. And even the jinn. So the jinn there, the kuffar jinn, the Muslim jinn, all of them to be descended down. So they were on top of the Jannah, all of us. And that's why when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when the Prophet Adam alayhi salam had a conversation with Musa alayhi salam, Musa is saying to Adam, you are our father. And Allah made you with his own hands. Why did you take us out from paradise? Why did you have to eat from that tree? So Adam, he said to him, Musa, Allah chose you to be his prophet. And Allah spoke to you directly. And Allah gave you the Torah. Didn't you read in the Torah that Allah, before he created heaven and earth by 50,000 years, that I'm going to be sinning, I'm not going to be as well expelled from the land? So it's already been ordained before I have eaten from the tree. So all the jinn and mankind and all of that, they were created in heaven. That's why when the Prophet ﷺ, he said, as soon as Allah created Adam. Where did he create him? In Jannah or on earth? Jannah. Iblis came. Before he had deceived him yet to eat the tree. And he started rotating around him. And he started kicking. Before the soul was blown into him, kicking him. So he was there. He was there. He says, by Allah, if you have power over me, I will deceive you. I will disobey you. And if I have power over you, I will mislead you. From the beginning. Why? He was jealous. Why was he jealous? Because Allah, when He created him, He didn't tell the angels to prostrate to him. But when Allah created this creature, خَلَقْتَنِي مِن نَارٍ وَخَلَقْتَهُ مِن طِينٍ. Oh Lord, you created him from mud and you created me from fire. From his understanding that fire is what? Better than mud. He doesn't know that. He doesn't know that Allah is the creator. He created me from fire. And according to his analogy, he's wrong as well, because fire is a source of what? Destruction. And mud is a source of what? Growth. But even we are created from from mud, and He created from the fire, and angels created from the light. It doesn't mean that we have mud in our hands. This is our source of what? Origin. We should not really boast about what we are made of. We should be boasting about what we are doing for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Jazakallah. Further.
Is it considered extravagance if a person continuously spends on just the higher quality products rather than spending on a cheaper product?
Is it from the extravagance that the person starts spending and keeps spending on higher products rather than to make it cheaper and buy different products? No, it is not extravagance as long as you are spending it because of the quality of the product, not the name of the product. So, for example, if there's a quality A and quality B. Quality A, mashallah, tough material, strong, lasts for a long time. Quality B is cheaper in the price, but it does not last long. I go for quality A. But there's quality A plus plus plus. If I look, it's in the same factory. Come from the same place. But quality A is the name of it. Oh, big brand. And this one is, not that big brand. So, why are you buying that one? Because you want to be looked at. Okay? Those shoes will cost a lot of hundreds. Do you think that they're made of what? Crocodile skin or something? What are they made of? They're like the other ones, but they're made with a brand. And that brand, the rich people, they want those factories to make that brand for them. They don't want you, who is a person who earns, let's see, maybe 50,000, 70,000, or maybe 100,000 a year. They don't want you to get that. Once you get the million, then you are able to get that. They don't want anybody to match them. So when they come into their place, they are dressed up in so somebody who knows, he will just look at, and he will weigh him, how much he costs, how much he is worth. And I'll tell you what, brother of mine, friend, his brother, he works in the Mercedes for a long time, showroom. He's been trained to know which is the buyer and which is the one who is time waster. So if he's a time waster, they'll come to you to get you out, of course. To chat at you and get you out, because they're not going to buy Mercedes. But the one who is they'll target him from, he's got a special show. They know the brand. He's going to buy a Mercedes. So they will spend time with you. So they've been trained. Those people, the particular brand they go, that's the extravagance. That's the extravagance. It's not they're going for the quality. Now, a purse costs about £500. What type of purse is that? I've seen it in the Harrods. What type of purse is that? Because they want, when the woman she carries it, other women say, oh yes, that's the one. And £40, £30, bring a very nice one. Leather and everything. Now. Fadal. I don't understand the question again because I didn't hear you.
Sorry, what's the tatbiq between
The tatbiq.
between these two?
What do you mean the tatbiq? I don't understand the word tatbiq. Link?
The link, yes.
Okay. Al-mutabaqa. Okay, between what and what?
The last verb and the previous verb.
Can you read them for me, please? Which one?
Bab
Okay, right. Let me just go back and then I understand what you're saying. Right. This, he's asking me, Bab al-Rajul ya'mal fi ummalihi. What is the link between this and the Tatawul Bunyan? These are different chapters. So you should ask me what is the link between the chapter and the hadith underneath it. But you're saying that why is that chapter is after this chapter, he's asking. Yes. Sometimes there is a link, sometimes between the chapters there's no link. But those chapters, all of it linked to the houses, to the orchards, to your property. So the Tatawul fil Bunyan is to do with the building. The person working with his workers because of his property. So it's to do all of it. Since he started where it says here, Islah al-Manazil, those chapters are all of them. This one, and the one which is to do with the nafaqa fil bina, then the one which is amal rajul ma'ummali, then the tatawul fil bunyan, and then after that as well, bab man bana. All of those chapters are, all of them, Imam Bukhari brings them for buildings. So when you work with, along with your workers, that means you're working in your property, in your building. All right? Jazak. تفضل يا أخي. The companion was killed by the snake, yes. We don't know the name of that companion, but he was from the family of Abu Sa'id al-Khudri. He's related to him. تفضل. Don't worry.
Is it permissible to stipulate a condition that if you do a nikah and you do a walima later, then after the nikah, it's not they don't want the girl to move in with the husband until they do the walima, and the reason being based on what they're used to in their culture. If this was to happen, that the girl goes to the boy's house in the interim period, this would be seen as bad from their culture, and people might talk and things like that. So based on that, are you allowed to condition like that?
Question, I'm going to repeat it. Are you allowed to stipulate a condition where you cannot take the bride after the marriage is being no consummation?
Yeah.
No consummation.
No consummation.
No intercourse, you understand?
Yeah.
So you cannot move that lady to the house until you have this walima. Can you stipulate such a condition? Well, that condition is supposed to be embedded there. Well, when you made the contract, definitely you have made it with the two witnesses, true or not? So it had this marriage fulfilled religious-wise, its condition, which is the ishhar by having two witnesses. And I'm pretty sure that more than two witnesses will be present. Okay? That's the ishhar. So it's known to be, that is a marriage. But to have that as a condition of validation and validation is wrong. But a community like yours, or like mine as well, which we call it fatrat al-khutuba, even this marriage where we call it engagement. Just like that. Whereas he's not allowed to have intercourse with her until he makes the walima, which is the big wedding. That's the whole, similar.
Yeah.
But the problem is, you see, those families, they don't know, actually postponing such a thing might result in the opposite. You know that because he is his wife and her husband, he might, can I just have my wife to go? He might take her to a hotel, true or not? You can't guarantee, you're not going to be 24 hours with them. True or not? Because husband and wife. And they might make the intercourse and they're going to have pregnancy before that walima takes place. So I would urge those people who have such thing is that not to make a separation in time between the walima and between the contract. And the separation of time they made it is not because of the husband wants to do that, it's a tradition. It's a tryout period, if you understand me. So if there is anything to take place in that tryout period, he will divorce her, no problem. There's no intimacy in between them. True or not? Just like our country, which is not right. And they could stay for years, engaged in years, and haven't really consummated the marriage. What for? No, ya akhi. Your system is supposed to be like this. marriage contract and marriage, and take her from my house, please. You want my daughter? Marriage? No such thing. You have engagement period, trial. No, 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 no. Marriage and take. It's your good. Purchase it, khalas. Out. That's it. No trying out period. It's not right. And lots of things that happen during those times, because they will be what we call it seclusion, or on their own. On their own. Khalwa. Khalwa. And that khalwa, some of the scholars consider it like as deep as intercourse. Khalwa. Wallahu ta'ala a'lam. وسبحانك اللهم بحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.